What does serious running training actually look like at age 70? Well, I can tell you this, it does not look the way it used to when I was younger. And honestly, I think that's a good thing. In this video, I want to show you what my training looks like right now at 70, what I still do, what I've changed, and why I train differently now. If you're new here, I'm Ralph, the Ageless Runner, and this channel is all about helping older runners train smarter, go longer, and stay ageless. Now, I'm not saying this is the right formula for everybody. This is just what my training looks like right now. I'm 70 years old, I still care about improving, I still like training with purpose, and I still want to run well. But I've definitely learned that at this age, the goal is not to stack up as much work as possible. The goal is to do the kind of work I can recover from and keep doing. That, to me, is one of the biggest changes that comes with getting older. You can still improve, you can still have goals, and you can still train seriously. But training only helps if your body can absorb it. And that lines up with what researchers have found in master athletes. Lifelong exercise can preserve a lot, but smart training matters. So what does my training look like right now? I still like structure, but one thing that may surprise some people is that I do not do a long run every week. For me, a long run usually comes every 10 to 14 days. That rhythm just works better for me right now. It gives me enough time to recover well, stay fresher, and keep training in a way that feels sustainable. So instead of trying to force everything into a neat weekly formula, I think more in terms of a cycle, a quality session, easy aerobic running, recovery, and then a longer run when the timing fits. My easier runs also have a very clear job. They help support my aerobic fitness, but they also help me stay fresh enough to handle the more demanding work. For me, that usually means keeping those runs in heart rate zone 2 or lower. That's one of the ways I keep myself honest. So these days, I'm thinking less about how much can I fit in and more about what can I do well, recover from, and come back ready to do again. So what's changed in my training? Well, the biggest change is pretty simple. I respect recovery more now. When I was younger, I could get away with more. I could push a little too hard on a day that should have been easy. I could do a weekly long run. I could ignore fatigue and still get by. Now, that tends to catch up with me. I think a lot of older runners understand exactly what I mean. At this age, recovery is not separate from training. It's part of training. That doesn't mean I've stopped taking training seriously. It means I'm a little smarter about what serious training actually looks like now. I'm also much less interested in proving something on every run. I don't need every workout to feel heroic. I don't need every week to look impressive on paper. What I want is training that I can live with and build on. And that emphasis on recovery is not just common sense. Reviews focused on masters endurance athletes note that post-exercise recovery deserves special attention with aging. The one thing I really try not to do anymore is let easy days drift too hard. That may be one of the most important practical changes I've made, because once that starts happening, the whole week can get a little muddy. It's really important to keep an easy run easy, and that's why I stick to heart rate zone 2. If you don't, you won't feel fresh, your quality work suffers, and your longer run will feel heavier than it should. So I want clear separation now. When it's time to work, I want the work to matter. And when it's time to go easy, I want easy to actually help me. That's not being soft, that's just training with a little more discipline. So what matters most in my running now is not trying to train the way I used to. What matters most is being able to keep showing up. That's really what consistency means to me now. Not perfect weeks, not flashy workouts, not proving anything. Just steady training that I can repeat over time. I still care about performance, I still care about improving, and I still care about running strong. But I also know that the best plan is not the one that looks hardest on paper. It's the one that keeps you moving forward. That idea also fits the broader evidence in healthy older adults. A large systematic review found that combining strength and endurance training improves important measures of fitness. So for me, training now is less about doing more. It's about doing enough of the right things at the right time. So what does this look like in real life? It means I keep my easier running truly easy. It means I want my quality work to be controlled, not reckless. It means I don't force a long run into every single week. I place it where it fits best, which for me is usually every 10 to 14 days. It means I pay attention to how I'm responding, not just what a plan says. And it means I'm willing to adjust. That can be hard because a lot of runners feel like adjusting means they failed. I don't see it that way. I think smart training means respecting where you are right now and still moving forward. At 70, that's the balance I'm after. So that's what my running training looks like right now at 70. It's probably not flashy. It's definitely not built around ego. And it's not about trying to prove I can train like I'm 30 or 50. It's about doing the work that matters, recovering from it, and coming back ready to do it again. I really do believe that you can keep training seriously as you get older. but you may have to train a little differently than you used to. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. If you're over 50, over 60, or over 70, I'd love to hear from you. What has changed the most in your training as you've gotten older? Let me know in the comments. And if you missed my video on how to structure your training week after 50, watch that next. I'll link it above and also down in the description. Now, if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Again, I'm Ralph, the Ageless Runner. I'm here to help you run smarter, go longer, and stay ageless. Thank you for being here today.